Hello everybody, welcome to the final part 4 of the FireFall tutorial series. I'm TheSambasti here for Limelight Esports, and as usual, this is on the Limelight Esports channel, so visit our website. But also, if you're interested in what I do personally, check out my personal channel. So, this is part 4. This is all about player progression and crafting and such interesting things. So I'm just out here killing mobs, doing what a player does. And eventually, once I'm no longer being swarmed, I realize, hey, in the top left I've accumulated over 5,000 experience. I want to do something with that experience. So, what do? Well, I can finally unlock more goodies. So there's two ways to get to the tech tree. The easiest way, and the way you can use all over the world, is by hitting the T button. So if I'm going to hit T now, it's going to open the tech tree. And here you can see I've already unlocked some things for this Dreadnought frame. So I have 5,000 experience, and I guess I want a shotgun. I want something close range for when I'm out of ammo on my minigun. Forget hitting anything that's more than 50 feet away. I'm just going to get a shotgun now. So I'm going to unlock this shotgun. Unlock it for 4,600 experience. And everything's good, right? Well, not quite yet. As you can see, I'm still equipping this assault rifle. I don't actually have the shotgun yet. I'm still out here. I'm still able to hit these targets that are way too far away. I'm a Dreadnought. I shouldn't be able to hit anything that far away. So, I've got to figure out how to equip this shotgun. So in order to do that, I'm actually going to have to head into a town. So I'm going to make my way towards the city now. I think I'm going to use this rechargeable glider pad to get there even faster. There we go. It's going to speed it up a little bit, because I'm a Dreadnought and I am terribly slow. So now I'm here in the city, and the place I'm going to head to is the Battlefront Garage, this round terminal here. In here, I can edit my battle frame. So when you initially unlock something, it's going to unlock itself in the Battleframe Garage. So I want my shotgun, so I can click on my arms, click on secondary weapon, and select an Accord shotgun. And every time I unlock a shotgun for every individual battle frame, it gives me a new Accord shotgun, which is why I have so many lying around. And I have so many of everything lying around. Well, that's nice because it means I don't have to buy it. So now we're good. We're set up. To go into more detail about the Battleframe Garage and the tech tree in general, as you can see here, I can work on a bunch of different battle frames. I could go on my recon and equip an assault rifle right now. Much like with equipping things on the tech tree, I'll equip a new shotgun. Much like equipping things on the tech tree, this doesn't actually mean that I'm going to select the recon. So just because I unlocked something or just because I equipped something, still on my Dreadnought frame. In order to change the battle frame, you will have to go over to the battle frame station over there once again. In regards to the tech tree actually goes a lot further than this. Much like with the Battleframe Garage, you can work on different battle frames at once. So I can go on the top left here and click on the assault battle frame, and I can select one of the assault battle frames that I'm currently unlocking. So I'll just select the old one, and then I can look at this and I could unlock things here if I hadn't unlocked everything already. The same goes for the Dreadnought frames. If I click back on Dreadnought, I was working on the tier 1 Dreadnought right now, but I can also look at the new ones, the tier 2 Dreadnoughts. And if I had unlocked them, I could work on them here. In order to get to those tier 2 Dreadnoughts, you do have to unlock the entire tech tree. But it's worth noting that this yellow line here means you have to unlock both the center and either the top or the bottom path in order to unlock the tier 2. So it's not just a straight progression, that's sort of an and thing right there, the yellow. Anyway, so that's the basics of the tech tree. Basically, just get experience, unlock weapons, become stronger. In the Battlefront Garage, you can unlock, you can add your new weapons. It's worth noting, you'll probably see this in the tech tree anyway, there's multiple kinds of each weapon. So weapons made by name brand manufacturers like Astrek are actually stronger than other weapons. But a lot of the upgrades in FireFall are actually aren't really linear, they're more horizontal. So an Astrek shotgun and an Omnidyne M shotgun are both similarly strong, they're just different. An Omnidyne M will have faster reload, I believe, and an Astrek will have faster rate of fire. Anyway, so now I'm now I know what I've equipped, and now I know what I'm doing. But I'm still wearing these kitty ears from Halloween, and it's not Halloween anymore, so I want to change that up. So then you can go to the new U terminal, and this is the place where you edit the parts of your battle frame that aren't related to your equipment, or that aren't related to your battle frame. So here I can change my different head things, and I can get a new head ornament. Now you can either buy one for red beans, or I can use one I've already unlocked, which is this Thanksgiving themed pilgrim hat that I'm going to wear now. You can also change other things about your character once this is done loading, so I can change my skin color and voice. And a lot of these changes are free, so I definitely do recommend you check them out, because they can make you look more awesome without you paying money. For example, I guess you can't see it right now, but I'm wearing a headset underneath this Astrek headset that's actually free. I guess one more thing to mention is, if you do want to change the battle frame color, you can do that in the battle frame garage as well. I mean, what garage is complete without a paint shop? So in the top left, if you click on paint shop, you can change your war paints. So I can go from the AMD special to the extra credits, or to team complexity. Let's just leave it at team complexity for now. And some of these are actually free. Some of these I got during FireFall Fest, but like copper and red are all free war paints that you can try out, make your character look a little bit more unique. You can also change your armor pattern and your bodysuit pattern. These all cost money right now, and I actually haven't bought any of them yet. They look pretty cool, and I might buy one later, but for now, let's just leave it at normal. Decals, you get some of these for free, and some of them you can buy. I have one for my commander's pack that I just stick right square in the front of my dreadnought, just to show how awesome I am for giving Red5 a bunch of money. And that's basically it. That's your battle frame garage. So the other thing you need is crafting. So once you've unlocked your equipment and you've equipped some, you'll realize you might want some better equipment. You might also want a bunch of these consumables I have lying around here. So to do that, you go to the molecular printer. Now, I've mentioned this before, and for the most part, operating a molecular printer is pretty simple. You just load up what you want to build, and then you build it. Basic consumables are fairly cheap, and I recommend you get a bunch of them. If you go out thumping and you're low on HP and you don't have a biotech, you can just call down a health pack for 75 crystite. It's definitely worth it. Flares are great too. They're not that expensive. Glider pads become a lot more expensive, so only get those if you really want them. Sonic detonators always carry some of these amounts. As you can see, they're really cheap, 100 crystite. But then, for actually going out and player versus environment thumping, you can buy thumpers here. If you lose a thumper, you will have to buy a new one. And advanced thumpers actually get really expensive. Look, at this point, these even have subcomponents. And the subcomponents are not cheap. So like a crystite crystalline engine costs crystalline, which means you have to use some of your valuable crystite hybrids to get them. And basically, anything that uses manufacturing components ends up being expensive. So now you have your thumpers and you have your resources. The other thing you will want to do at some point is understand this bottom part here. So the bottom part is meant for tier 2 frames. Tier 2 frames, you can use the melding, the crystite hybrids you collect to actually make new weapons. So if I can use some really nice crystite hybrids, I can get an awesome printed Astrek Afterburner, which is even stronger than a regular Astrek Afterburner. Now it's worth noting that those come with increasing power drain, weight, and CPU costs. So there's a hard limit for how strong your character can get, but it allows you to customize your character further. And for that, you sometimes also need to use blending to mix materials. But all that's stuff that you won't need until Tier 2, so I'm going to explain that in more detail in an advanced tutorial later. The last thing for crafting that you'll really need is this part right here. Crystite and sifted earth refining. Using this, you can turn your crystite hybrids you get from thumping into crystite, which you can use to spend on things like launch pads or new battle frames. While you're Tier 1, that's what you're going to do with most of your crystite hybrids. And you can also refine your sifted earth to get at least a little bit out of it. Sifted earth is generally pretty useless, but hey, better something than nothing. And that's really all you need to know about crafting. Just shoot things, unlock them on the tech tree, equip them in the garage, customize your character, and then you can craft advanced things later. That pretty much concludes the crafting section of the tutorial, and the last section of our FireFall basics. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial series. If you liked it, remember to like and subscribe. And we'll be back soon with more FireFall videos, including some advanced tutorials on things like advanced crafting, Tier 2 battle frames. We'll have some stuff on PvP strategy. We'll explain the PvP maps. So do subscribe and stick around for that, and I'll see you guys later.